This is a Project Star Raider. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube on how to cut the baffling out of your exhaust to make the bike louder. One of the downfalls with the Raider is that the chain, or the belt tensioner I should say, and the bolt to get the back tire off is behind the exhaust, so you have to disconnect the exhaust. To do that, I have to change the tires on this bike, so this was one of the reasons why I gutted the exhaust to make the bike sound a little louder and sound a little bit better. Seeing I had to buy the tires, I didn't really want to spend money on a whole exhaust system and a fuel box. Some of the people on here talk about not having to reprogram their boxes or reprogramming the fuel so it doesn't backfire and the guy drives it down the street, which I want to thank all the people on YouTube for the videos that they did put on so you could actually see a little bit about it. My idea of it worked out a little bit different as I got into the project. So this is what I did to make a long story short. The pipe is 3 7/8, so I made two stencils, one 3 3/4, one 3 7/8. 3 7/8 is the diameter of the pipe itself, as you can see. So basically what I did is I went to the Home Depot and Lowe's in my area, and nobody has a 3 7/8 bimetal wholesale cutter. So basically I got one on eBay. If you have a wholesale cutter, you probably won't even need the adapter. I had to buy the adapter, so I had like $32 into it, which isn't a whole lot. I used 2 cordless drills because you got to do a lot of sawing. I was going to use my heavy-duty electric hammer drill, but I didn't want to break my wrist because sometimes it gets caught in there and spins it right around, and it's a little dangerous, so you have to be a little careful using it. So I figured a battery-operated tool would be better. Here are some of the other tools that I used, which are really basic: a pair of vice grips, you know, channel locks, whatever, hammer, a few punches, a couple pry bars. You don't even need all of them really to do it once I figured it out. And then you need a grinding wheel just to get the burrs down after you get the baffles out. But anyways, this is the baffles. So basically you take your 3 7/8 inch hole drill, you drill through the first part of your pipe, which is the outside of the exhaust looking at the bike when it's on there. You get through that, then you have this little thin tin thing here, like flange. You're through that. Then there's a second flange, which is right here, that you have to cut through. So now you have to keep cutting through this first one to the second one. You cut through the second one, they basically just really pull right out. These are the flanges that were on the second one. I'm trying to videotape this and so you have an idea what I'm talking about. These are still inside the pipe. You just take a screwdriver and a hammer and lightly tap them so they spin out and pull them right out by hand. No big deal. And this is the finished product right here. I didn't want to cut my pipes like the people show on YouTube. Basically, the catalytic converters are still in there. You can't see in there in this video. I didn't want to take them out because I figured, you know, the other guy just cut them and pulled them out, and he probably left his in there, and he didn't have to reprogram anything or anything. Like I said, I was just trying to get a little bit more sound out of it, and I'm sure it's going to sound really badass now compared to the way it is stock. So I hope this helps some people out there, because the videos that are on there really ain't that good on how to get it out. There's a guy that shows my bike, and he's got them out on his bike, but he didn't post how he did it at all. He just has it running, you know, showing the exhaust and everything, you know, which, you know, doesn't do a lick of shit for anybody really, you know. So I had to figure this out myself. There's a guy that uses an air chisel, and he hacks his pipes all up, which, you know, I guess it worked for him, but, you know, I wanted to save my pipes and keep them the way they were, chrome, because they look nice, and I don't want to wreck them or anything, cut them. So, you know, he gave me some valuable tips too, though, in his videos. So I hope this helps somebody. Alrighty, take care. Thanks, bye.